On 7 News tonight, moves to sack Ipswich Council. The new mayor steps down, accused of fraud. Restoring respect in the baggy green, new coach Justin Langer's vision for the Aussie cricket team. And Gilly meets Gilly, the police dog named after a league legend.
Live from our Brisbane headquarters, this is 7 News with Sharon Gadella and Max Futcher.
Good evening. The Palaszczuk government has taken the extraordinary step of moving to sack the Ipswich City Council.
7 News exclusively revealed Mayor Andrew Antonelli has been charged by the corruption watchdog with 7 counts of fraud. This morning he stood aside but is still protesting his innocence. More than 30 Queenslanders have been caught out by a lottery scam targeting Facebook users. One Mackay person lost over $100,000 in fees to unlock a so-called $7.5 million prize. Victims are sometimes sent a realistic-looking Facebook-branded credit card. Police say it's fake and any online approach should be ignored. More than $100 million of fraudulent welfare claims have been uncovered in the past 5 years, thanks to help from the public, with 500,000 people calling in to dob on those rorting the system. But from all those tip-offs, only a tiny number of cases are ever criminally investigated. 9 crew members died when a cargo plane crashed onto a highway in the US. The aircraft somehow missed vehicles at an intersection as it came down before bursting into flames. Surveillance video shows the pilot fighting to regain control before the C-130 came crashing down on its final flight before retirement. Authorities have praised the pilot for steering the plane away from populated areas. Justin Langer has promised to help rebuild team culture after the ball tampering scandal. Today he was appointed Darren Lehmann's replacement and will coach the Australian teams in tests, one-dayers and 2020 cricket. Tony Auden has the weather soon. In sport, our league experts on whether the Broncos can go back-to-back. And the latest from our World Champions camp before his next big test.
The questions are many before Brisbane's battle with the Bulldogs tonight. Is the McCulloch gamble too great? Has Milford's ankle recovered? Can the Broncos go back-to-back? Let's ask our experts. Here's Gillian Webby at Suncorp.
Well, Paddy, you're right. There are plenty of questions for Gilly. Surely the biggest one is, have the Broncos brought Andrew McCulloch back too quickly?
Well, you wouldn't think so, mate. You'd think their medical staff would be all over that, and I don't think he'd play unless he was 100%.
Thank you, gents. 3 games in 12 days might make Collingwood vulnerable as the Lions hunt their first win of the season on Sunday. Brisbane's fresh and Charlie Cameron's doing extra work, returning to his old school, Marist College Ashgrove, to run a footy clinic today. You can see the Lions live and free on 7 Mate this weekend. A big blow for the Firebirds before Sunday's derby. Laura Geitz has been ruled out after aggravating a back injury. It'll ease rival Caitlin Bassett's task, who cheekily claimed some of Brisbane's home court advantage. The derby might be in its infancy, still Brisbane are yet to claim a win. And now some stunning images off the West Australian coast where a monster wave chaser, Jake Osmond, took his life in his hands on a fearsome break near Denmark. Something I'm happy to watch on television.
Yeah.
Haven't they ever heard of the concept of self-preservation?
Right,
seriously?
crazy,
aren't they? All right, thank you, Paddy. Chocolate lovers rejoice. For the first time in 80 years, there's a new variety to tempt your taste buds. Ruby chocolate is made with a naturally occurring pink cocoa bean and has now reached Australia. Feeling hungry already? Nestlé has secured a 6-month exclusive worldwide licence to use the new chocolate. A slice will set you back $5.
When Queensland Police were naming their next generation of dogs, our very own Trevor Gilmister became an inspiration. Like the league legend, Gilly the dog. He's big and strong with loads of personality, and today both Gillies met for the first time.
Ah, good boy, Gilly. Sunrise is set to return in the morning. Here's what's on the show tomorrow.
Thanks, guys. Tomorrow on Sunrise, the great car comparison.
Rent or buy, we reveal how much you can save. See you tomorrow, Queensland.
Coming up, the silver screen is getting bigger in the southeast, the new cinemas increasing competition and driving down ticket prices.
And is there any rain on the way for the long weekend? I'll have the forecast and Paul Burt with the coastal conditions. That's next.
Today's main stories now, and Ipswich City councillors will fight their sacking by the state government. They have 7 days to show cause why they shouldn't all be dismissed, with fresh elections held. Taringa residents were ordered to stay indoors earlier today as dozens of police shut down streets searching for an accused stabber. And more than 30 Queenslanders have been caught out by a lottery scam targeting Facebook users.
Weather time now, and Tony, how's it looking for the long weekend?
Well, Max, a mixed bag. Will be warm tomorrow, then start cooling down from Saturday, but we're not expecting any significant wet weather until Monday, so there will be plenty of chances to get out and about. Today, still technically a few small, slow-moving showers around, but it was dry for the most part. A few sunny breaks through the middle of the day, but plenty of cloud around otherwise. Tops just above the May average. 16 to 27 in Brisbane, 26 the top at Redlands. On the chart, high cloud is streaming across the southeast on the leading edge of this cloud band here. It's linked in with a series of troughs and fronts in the Great Australian Bight. They've brought decent rain and strong winds to parts of South Australia and Victoria today. Warm air has been trapped ahead of it over New South Wales. Tomorrow, more rain and wind down south, even a dusting of snow for the Alps as cold air moves in behind that system, but we're stuck in the warm air on the leading edge of this trough system here. Across the nation tomorrow, pack the brolly if you're headed south. Showers easing in Adelaide, showers and windy for Melbourne and Hobart, and some early rain in Canberra. All pretty chilly down there. Back to Queensland, Mackay could see a shower or two from late morning. Dry tops of 30 degrees for Townsville and Cairns. Heading south, plenty of cloud across the region, but it's not going to bring any rain. Emerald, Rockhampton and Roma all tracking for tops of 30 degrees. Across the southeast, some patchy early fog inland. The Bureau says mostly sunny, but we won't see shadows all day long. A deck of high cloud should give us some pockets of shade and could keep top temperatures down if it really thickens up at any stage. 29 the forecast top in Ipswich and 27s on the coast. Across the suburbs, tops ranging from 26 around Sandgate and the Bayside, pushing up towards 28 at Oxley. In Brisbane, mostly sunny. Maybe that high cloud might have something to say about that. Dry either way, 16 tonight, back up to 28 degrees. Then into Saturday, a southeast wind change roars along the coast. It should see temperatures drop again and bring the odd shower. In Ipswich, mostly dry Saturday and Sunday. Then that changes into Monday. Showers set to set in again, fairly frequent through next week. Gold Coasters, Saturday and Sunday are the pick of the weekend. Still a bit breezy on the beaches though. And onto the Sunshine Coast, dropping down to 23 degrees from Monday onwards as the chance of rain jumps up to 80%. Now let's go to Paul Burt, and we're in for some ideal beach conditions tomorrow, Bertie.
Ideal there, mate. It's looking better for the before the long weekend. So tomorrow, if you've got the day off, you will be blessed with God-like conditions up to 10 knots. It's looking gorgeous. There's your coastal waters forecast. East-northeasterly winds, northern pockets will be the go. Let's take a look at the beaches if you are stepping outside. And guys, we've got a massive weekend ahead, of course, as Tony was saying. It looks as though the mercury will drop down from Saturday onwards. But nonetheless, tonight here in Surfers Paradise, the Gold Coast Music Awards underway, free festival. And of course, we've got some massive headlines starting at 8 o'clock tonight.
Thank you, Bertie. And that's all from us this Thursday.
Updates throughout the evening, but for now, from all the team, good night.
Good night.
7 News exclusively revealed Mayor Andrew Antonelli has been charged with fraud.
Councillor Antonelli left home under a legal cloud.
The seething community is venting its anger.
The police dog named after a league legend.
7 News, Queensland.